What's up guys, and welcome to this unboxing and sort of overview as well as an explanation to my decision as to why to buy a MacBook Pro. Now there are plenty of good reviews out there for the MacBook Pro, and this particular model is the 2015 13-inch Retina model with the Core i5 and 128GB SSD. So it's unlike me to go for an Apple product, but I have got quite a few good reasons why I did. As you guys might know if you've been following the channel, I did have a Sony Vaio Fit 14A previously. The device was okay, but the problem is it's quite unreliable, and so that basically one thing led to another, and it just ended up me selling the device and then opting for a different machine. So I did quite a bit of research, and one of the factors also was availability of products. I was interested in getting the Dell XPS 13, the new model, but getting hold of it and shipping costs and all that, it was a little bit difficult at the time. I'll leave a link down below as to where I got this MacBook Pro from. It's from PC World, and there was a 10% off deal at the time, and I believe as a student you can also get 10% off Apple products. So again, this is probably the only Apple product I would ever opt to buy. At least for now, because the value itself is actually not too bad, especially compared to some of the Windows equivalents nowadays, getting really quite expensive for what they are as well. So of course if I went for a Windows machine I might get some better specs, but this product is extremely well engineered. It's a really well made product, and in fact obviously I can opt to run Windows on it if needs be, but for the time being I will be running OS X Yosemite, which I believe is installed on this particular device. So just having a look through the packaging, and of course as an Apple product there's not really that much to it. It's all very elegant, very sleek. I guess that's kind of makes it a bit boring in a way, but I will get on to opening it up. Don't want to show you all those serial numbers down there just in case. Don't have the knife, just gone for scissors this time. We will scratch the box. And also, just thought about this now. Resale price will be a lot better on this, especially if I look after it. That's not really too much of an issue, but it's just a factor to consider. So I've got some of the specs down here. So it's a 2.7 GHz dual core Intel Core i5 with 3 MB of L3 cache, turbo boost to 3.1 GHz. So it's a pretty fast CPU, their Core i5 latest generation. 8 GB of 1866 MHz DDR3 SD RAM, 128 GB of flash storage SSD, Retina 13.3 inch LED-backlit display with IPS technology, so it's an IPS panel, 2560 by 1600. This year it's also got the Intel Iris Graphics 6100 FaceTime HD camera. I think it's just a 720p camera on the front. 2 Thunderbolt ports, high-speed I/O. I think there's just mini display ports. It's got an SD card slot, HDMI, 2 USB 3 ports, headphone, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, backlit keyboard, ambient light sensor, pre-installed OS X Yosemite I presume. And this, that, and the other. So also another reason was the battery life, because I really do like a device with good battery life, and well, this is very famous for having a very good battery life, so that's another. It's basically a combination of reasons, and it's just the fact that it's more likely to last me a lot longer than a Windows machine, just due to my past experience. Although I'm sure the current day Windows machines are really up there, but I thought, why not take the plunge and go for an Apple product. Yeah, so here it is. As you can see, it is looking very Apple-like indeed. Very simplistic, very nicely presented on top like that. I'm just going to pull it out and hopefully you don't drop anything. Okay, so that's the machine itself. We'll come back to that in a minute. Feels very nice on the first impression. Okay. Yeah, not much to say really. This is Apple packaging for you. Very premium, but again very standard and what's expected. Mac Pros, all the documentation. What else do you get in here? quick start guide, I presume, several languages, stickers, you always get those, and a nice cleaning cloth. That's nice to see. Nice there. Of course, got the MagSafe adapter. I'm not sure which version or generation it is now, but MagSafe power adapter there. I'm a fan of the MagSafe adapter. It's quite a nice, well-engineered system. Here we have the power cable, and of course this is unique to the United Kingdom, and other nations, of course, but this is the UK power adapter. Okay, it's interesting. So just put that aside. So what they've got here is that you can plug it into the wall, or I presume this means you plug it directly using the power brick. I assume, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that's that. And I don't think, although I'm not sure, I don't think there's actually anything else in here, or if there is, I'm going to discover it later. Okay, so I'm just going to move on to the device itself now, and wow, it is really, I mean, it feels premium right from the start, and I haven't even taken the plastic off. That's how premium this feels. It's just so dense, and you know, sort of, you can feel the quality that's gone into it. You know, the sort of attention to detail and the sort of build material choice and all of that. So, wow. You know, I suppose someone coming from the Sony Vive Fit 14A, this is quite a nice device to be using. But really, it's, and one of the other things I really like about this is the perfectly weighted hinge. The way you can open it, well, I say that, the way you can open it with just one finger rather than having to move the laptop is quite a slippery surface, is to be said. So that is now opened. We've got this shield here. It's very nice indeed. Wow. So yeah, this generation of the MacBook Pro has the Force Touch trackpad, and of course this means that when the device is turned off, since it runs a tactic engine, or whatever they call it, I don't know, to give you haptic feedback when you press down. When it's off, you don't feel anything, which is quite nice. And well, I presume it's quite nice. I haven't turned it on yet, but it's new to this model and generation of MacBooks. So the keyboard again on a MacBook is very nicely designed. I have used them in the past, so you know, something that I'm familiar with going to. Nicely laid out, of course, standard layout, backlit, and it's actually a very nice backlit keyboard. So I'm just going to have a look around the rest of the device. Okay, so back here we've got our air vent, which doubles, well, which allows it to breathe here or when it's open, which is quite a nice design feature. MacBook Pro and all that, what it says on the back. You got your speakers here, and I'm not sure if these act as vent grills either, as well. So not too sure on that. MagSafe, 2 Thunderbolts, USB 3 headphones, dual microphones, I believe. Around here you've got USB 3 second one, HDMI and SD card slot. So in terms of I/O, actually. It's not too bad, especially for quite a thin device. It's a pretty good selection of I/O there. So what else we have is, if you open up the laptop itself, we can see, well, I'm going to have to power it on, and we're going to see what we find. See, it's powering on now. As you can see, it's just loading there. So we've got the sort of setup wizard or screen or whatever you want to call it here, and just powering on for the first time, it strikes me how nice this display is. Of course, it's 2560 by 1600, as they call it, a Retina display. English is main language, please. Should be fine. Yeah, really nice. Impressed right from the off. I mean, I'll go ahead and do all this, but the purpose of this video is not to show you, give you a review of the MacBook Pro 2015. because there are plenty of good reviews out there, as I've said before. It's more to just justify to you why I went from a Windows machine to an Apple machine, and just maybe something that you want to consider. I know a lot of you Windows fanboys out there won't really take this video seriously at all, but it's sort of something that I've found, having used different products, that Apple makes some very good laptops, especially the MacBook Pro lineup, and really that's the only really series that I would opt to buy. I wouldn't go for the MacBook or the MacBook Air, or not the Mac Pro even, because they're all very, very expensive for what they are. But this is actually quite competitive with the Windows counterparts, to be honest, because they're all getting to these quite pricey, high price points. So it's something worth considering. And again, maybe if I can run Windows on it, then that could be a solution to me, because not a lot of the work, but some of the work I do may help using a Windows platform. So I hope this video has given you an idea as to why I've gone for this device. I always like to keep my subscribers updated, so that's the main purpose of this video, as well as a nice unboxing for you guys. So do let me know what you think down below. I will leave a link down below to where you can purchase this. Of course, you can find this just about anywhere, but where I purchased this. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. So yeah, let me know what you think down below, and comment, rate and subscribe. Right, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time.